Freaky, I could learn a lot from you, gotta come teach me. You a little hot girl, you a little sweet too. Sweet like pearland, sweet like peach. I could tell you crazy, she crazy. Seen it on the plan, trying to see that shit. I know I get over, cause I like that. Lock it down, I can tell by how you see how you did, homeboy, so please take it. Good to have me on your side, I ain't saying that you this guy's trouble, but I ain't hey. No, seen how you did, homeboy, please take it easy on me. I don't wanna play no games, play no games. I don't wanna play no games, play no games.
Welcome to Love, Lies, and Lacefronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notifications so you can be notified every time I go live. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Guys, Erica did not disappoint. It's almost become, it is basically a soap opera. We are at episode 10, guys, of Ghetto Ratchet Romance Debacle. We are at episode number 10 of Erica telling her truth, telling her story. And y'all, if you're here for it, go ahead and hit the like button because we have been covering this whole entire story and we are in Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Guys, let's just cover a quick housekeeping item. We are showing our fair use disclaimer because, yes, we've got to report this YouTube Streets news and it's going to be educational. And you know what? We are going to be teaching because some of y'all need to understand that there should never be a time where you need to embarrass yourself over and over and over again and be a fool for love. But Erica, yes, Erica is hopeful. Erica wanted that man. I think Erica feels a way. And today's episode, I think that Erica is going to go into an explanation revolving around why that woman will never be around her son. She feels very strongly about this matter. She is not happy with Creole Bay. Let's make no mistake about that. She does not want that woman near her child, and I think she's getting ready to tell us why. Let me just say one other thing. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can join in the chat. Hit the notification bell so every time I go live or post another video, you will be notified immediately. Guys, let's get going. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Bougie Gang. If you want to be part of Bougie Gang, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And then when I go live or post a video, come and join the chat or sit in the bushes. However you want to do it. Keep this social media thing social, okay? All right, guys, let's get moving and let's see what's going on here with Erica. Erica is feeling a way clearly and definitely in the face, showing a little bit more of this pregnancy.
And I'm going to make sure of it.
Let's go back to what she said. She basically said LaToya is not going to be around her baby. Okay,
she will never be around my child. And I'm going to make sure of it.
She's like, period. The email mentioned, the email mentioned in the last video is in the next slide. Okay. Okay, don't trust it. Inbox. Girl, I'm a friend of Latoya's, and she told a friend of a friend she's low key talking to Mucker. I heard the conversation personally and was very shocked by the lie. I don't think he's like that. But girl, get some answers, please. Also, she is not to be trusted. I'm a friend by the name of Brittany. If you want to call me, I can. This was November 6, 2021. Interesting.
So guys, after that, when I didn't get no response back, I was like, you know what? At this point, like, he really don't care whether you in a relationship or not. It's not like I'm messaging you on some let's get back together. Like, I'm keeping it strictly about the child. And I couldn't understand why he was ignoring me about anything.
See, but what y'all don't understand, or what she doesn't understand, he doesn't have a baby with you yet, and he also doesn't care about you. Okay, he's moved on. Clearly, he's moved on, or he's not interested, or both. And at the end of the day, just because you're pregnant, don't expect a guy to drop on the dime who doesn't care about you, because you're going to have to provide documentation for them to care about your kid. One too many guys have been messed with in the sense that have had children put on them that don't belong to them. So I think men now have been trained to not really care too much until they know for a fact that it's their kid, especially when it's not their woman, their girlfriend, or someone that they're not even dealing with. When you provide the baby, then they'll fall in love. But as far as giving a shit about what you got going on, why should he carry on? This is what men think. Why should I carry on with you and show you love and show you caring if I'm not sure if the baby is mine? Because if it turns out to not be mine, then I've wasted time caring about you when I really don't care about you at all. And if it's my son or my daughter, I'll worry about when they get here, and I will make up for lost time, which sometimes doesn't happen. So that's why, Erica, you got to get Erica, I think, is, she's street savvy to a certain point. I think from like a ratchet ghetto perspective, but in terms of like common sense, the way grown adults operate, yeah, no.
Regarding a child, because he kind of just had the mindset of, I'm not doing anything for the child or for you, which he really wouldn't even have been for me, because
he does not fuck with you.
And I didn't even care if he even just would have gave me $50 to get to and from my doctor's appointments. But he wasn't even doing that. He wasn't sending anything.
He's done.
But yet I'm watching him on social media take little jabs and say stuff like possible baby, potential baby. So possible means there's a possibility. You're not even sending a percentage of anything. You're doing absolutely zero, and you're sitting back and you watching a man that you hate literally.
I'm just going to say this. At the end of the day, Erica, with all this capping, this baby better be Rakon's. I believe that you say you did not sleep with anyone but Rakon, but that paperwork better say the same thing, okay? Because honestly, you are out here doing the most, and you want to get the royal treatment like as if you're a wife or something. And honey, this isn't the way it happens. There are men that will play you to the left, and that's what you're getting done. You're getting played to the left like some random, and maybe you're not some random, but at the end of the day, when you decided to give a man a baby who really is barely interested in you, that was the risk that you took.
Feed, take care of your baby. Like, that's, to me, is pathetic and it's sad. I didn't, as you guys would have seen in the next message thread, I did not hit him up until February 8th. From February 8th when I...
Okay, it says, if this is her text, good morning, how are you? I called you to see if you were available for a private conversation today to discuss our unborn child. Hopefully I did not catch you at a bad time. I'm available the rest of the day. Good afternoon. What would you like to discuss about the unborn child? it's a lot to text and shouldn't be discussed via text. Do you have time for a phone call? Okay, I'll call you in a few. Okay, cool. And then he says, called you.
I messaged him again. My birthday came up, January 29th. And I was not feeling my best. I was a little upset that my New Orleans trip had got canceled. It was gonna be like a little trip with me, Cam, Dion, and Damien. Damien was gonna drive us there, and it got canceled. And so I was a little upset about that. And then I wasn't feeling good, so I was like, you know what? I'll just spend my birthday with my boys. And I had got an Airbnb. Y'all know I love getting Airbnbs, and I was decorating and stuff like that. And now I had been promoting on a flyer my little virtual birthday party, which it didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to, but I still enjoyed like spending it with you guys. So if y'all remember that, thank you very much for coming in and wishing me a happy birthday and stuff like that. And as I'm in the live, people are like going crazy, like, you know, I hope you don't respond to this. Do you see this, Erica? And it had to have been God, because I didn't see anything until after I got off that live. And I was on the live for at least about an hour, 15 minutes. Hour, 15 minutes to about 2 hours. And when I got off, that's when I seen that old girl thought that she was just gonna crush my spirits, because she came out with my second baby daddy on my birthday. And first of all, I knew back in the beginning of October that they were messing around with each other. They pretty much was creeping around while she was with Damien and I was with him. And I actually have proof that they've been knowing each other way before they got with us. I actually spoke with someone. I may or may not be doing a live call to let you guys hear about it. I am going to be wrapping up this season, so I will be producing episode 11, and then I'll be doing like maybe a finale, and I'm gonna add 3 extra episodes for the reunion. So it'll be a part 1, part 2, part 3, and that's basically to just, you know, because I know it's so many.
I'm like, what did she just say? I need to go back on that because I did not see that. So I'm not sure what she's talking about. She came out with her second baby daddy. Her second baby daddy is Damien. So I'm not really sure what that means. So let's go back.
Thought that she was just going to crush my spirits, because she came out with my second baby daddy on my birthday. And first of all, I knew back in the beginning of October that they were messing around with each other. They pretty much was creeping around while she was with Damien.
Oh, you know what? Let me explain this. So I think Erica was married to Cam's father. So Erica doesn't like to say she's got 3 baby daddies. She'll say she's got a husband and 2 baby daddies, right? So Damien's her first baby daddy from the standpoint that she was married to Cam's father, I guess. And he's not a baby daddy. So, okay, whatever. Because I was like, what are you talking about? So is that when they made things official, was actually on Erica's birthday when they came out saying like, okay, we're a couple? I didn't realize that was her birthday. I mean, I've been following this, but I wasn't like, oh, snap, it's Erica's birthday. But okay, I get it. Because I was like, second baby daddy, wouldn't that be Damien? But no, her second, yeah, so, okay. She's just trying to not make it seem, girl, you still have 3 fathers to children. So like you have 3 children lined up and there's 3 men lined up. Okay. So however you want, you can call them butcher, baker, candlestick maker. You still got 3 different men who have fathered 3 different boys.
And I was with him. And I actually have proof that they've been knowing each other way before they got with us. I actually spoke with someone. I may or may not be doing a live call to let to let you guys hear about it. I am going to be wrapping up this season. So I will be producing episode 11, and then I'll be doing like maybe a finale, and then I'm going to add 3 extra episodes for the reunion. So it'll be a part 1, part 2, part 3, and that's basically to just, you know, because I know there's so many loopholes and you guys got so many questions, and then there is some things that I left out that I brushed over that I will be going back clearing up in those little reunions. And I will be doing some live calls, and it's gonna be very interesting for you guys. And so but yeah, back to the birthday thing.
So she's doing like a Love and Hip Hop style YouTube ghetto ratchet romance. Girl, my God. Okay, well, you know what? Hey, I'm here for it. We're gonna watch it, and hopefully, the reunion. I mean, look, it's ghetto ratchet. It's ghetto ratchet, and that's just what it is, and that's what it's gonna be. So let's just keep going. I have not seen this, by the way, guys. I'm watching this with you. This video came out like 5-6 hours ago, so we're watching this together. If we don't make it through the whole thing, we'll circle back, and then I'll give you my this is my initial reaction.
So yeah, I had mentioned to him, I was like, every time my birthday come around, it's like I have the worst birthday ever. Like nothing ever go right. And I have spoken that into existence, which I'm realizing that you shouldn't say certain stuff because of the power of the tongue. And so what a narcissist do is they sit there, they look at your strengths, but they focus more on your weaknesses, and they listen to every single thing that you say. And anything negative that come out of your mouth, they process that in their brain as something that they're going to use against you. So even if you come to them and say, oh, well, my last relationship was so terrible because of this, they're processing it, and then they're going to wait until the right time to use it against you, or they're going to become that person, if not worse.
Erica, girl, you don't have to educate us. You don't think that people understand that you are involved in a ratchet psychological warfare situation. But honey, let me tell you something. It takes 2 to tango. You can't put it all off on a narcissist, because you have narcissistic tendencies as well, because you made yourself open to it. You are available to it. You are participating in it. You are adding fuel to the fire, boo-boo. So when you point a finger at someone being a narcissist, you got to point a finger back at yourself, honey, because he's got to have someone to play with. She's got to have someone to play with. You have to have someone to play with. The fact that you're sitting here and actually plotting out, because people are tuning in, 11 episodes and a 3-episode reunion and a finale, homegirl, trust me. Just exactly what you're saying is exactly what you're doing.
They both decided to make their relationship public on my birthday, and then in their Q&A, they tried to pretend like, well, I didn't know it was her birthday. Yes, you did, because it's already been confirmed that you guys are watching everything that I do, which is weird. And I mean, what a way to try to ruin somebody's birthday. I'm glad that you guys didn't, because I was so at peace with the situation that when I just prayed and I asked God to reveal it to me, I'm gonna tell y'all how powerful my prayers are. And like I said, I really wish that I would have tapped into this a lot sooner, when I felt like they were playing in my face. Matter of fact, they were playing in my face. I remember he did a community post talking about he wanted to make some gumbo for Thanksgiving. And then I remember seeing some watery gumbo on her channel where she was staring it up. It was so many signs, from the boat ride, from
Erica, maybe people know your birthday and maybe they don't, but at the end of the day, if people are trying to get at you, of course they're going to use a day that's special to you. I mean, I'm not saying why not, but girl, if you trying to make something hurt, you're going to make something hurt, right? I would think.
The BMW, from the interview that she did, said that she didn't know him. I knew that it was him behind it, because he is he tries to be like the mastermind behind a lot of things. But so I had already prayed that God make me at peace with the situation and that he reveals it to me. And so I had already asked God to just help me remain calm and, you know, help me to where whatever it do come out, I won't like pretty much act a fool or anything like that. Because at that point, I felt like I had every right to act a fool because I felt like I had been played. I felt like Damien had been played. And so I feel like any time for me to have acted a fool on this platform would have been that day when you want to try to come out on my birthday. But no, there wasn't even a reaction at all because I had already knew. The only thing it was, I just didn't physically see it. But that intuition, that discernment, that gut feeling was telling me everything that I needed to know. So that's the reason why it wasn't no thing. But, and then when they came out, it was like they started making up these lies, like, and I couldn't understand why she kept mentioning my baby, like saying little stuff that's so disrespectful, talking about how she's going to help raise my son. And I'm going to let you guys know now, she will never be around my child. And I'm going to make sure of it. You're weird. You're a stalker. You've watched me since 2020 when you commented on Damien's post. I don't know who you think you are. I don't know who you think you're playing with. But you may want to check my resume because I am the right one to play with. And I won't repeat myself. So back to the situation at hand. So yeah, I didn't understand why they came to the internet just lying and stuff like that. More so lying to you guys, making it seem like me and Damien had been pillow talking. And first of all, I never laid my head on that man's pillow. We were talking on the phone. So if that's pillow talking, I guess what you two were doing was pillow talking. That's the definition of pillow talking. When you're sneaking around with somebody and you're sleeping with them behind somebody's back and you're in a relationship and you're sending anonymous text messages when I already know it's you because you're not as smart as me. That's what you call pillow talking. Me letting the father of my 1-year-old know that my life is in danger, that's not pillow talking. All of these lies, like she seen text messages when he was reaching out. Last time that man reached out, y'all seen it yourself. That was in the beginning, end of November, beginning of December, whenever it was, about some egg rolls, and then he made a big deal about that.
Girl,
at home.
nobody cares.
He thought I was at Damien's house. But instead of asking me, are you at home? If so, I can send you something to eat. You just sends it. And then I still got the picture too.
This is just weird. This is very, 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 very
took
weird.
The picture from across the street and took it very clear. And I DoorDash a lot, guys. They don't send you very clear pictures because they be in a hurry, nor do they park across the street. So it kind of made me feel like that was him, like creeping up on me to make sure I was at home, which is very weird. But I sat back for months and I didn't say anything because I knew if I was to say something then, it would look like I was bitter. It would look like I was hating. You guys would have ripped me apart, kind of sort of like some of you guys are doing now, because y'all just don't like LuvdByErica. And that's fine, because you guys, in my finale, in my reunion, which is a...
Let me say this before I don't know if what she's getting ready to say, but I'm gonna say this. It's not that people don't love or don't like LuvdByErica. Erica, at the end of the day, me or whomever you're talking about not co-signing what you're going through doesn't mean that people don't like you. It's just, girl, you are a grown woman and you tell everyone that all the time. You're a grown woman. And some of these things as a grown woman should not necessarily still be happening to you. Okay. That's just the facts. Okay. As a grown woman, some of these things you should have surpassed by now. And it doesn't seem that you have. And you're almost 30 and you've got 3 baby fathers, 2 baby daddies, and an ex-husband, and you are not even 30 years old. So it's not a thing of not liking you. We are discussing you because you are a topic of conversation. Let's be real. This is what you wanted, starting a YouTube channel. And at the end of the day, the bottom line is this. Everybody doesn't have 3 baby fathers. Everybody's not doing an 11-part series, a finale, 3 reunion episodes, and calling it season 1. So off the top, my first impression is this, to Latoya and Rakan, this is what y'all wanted. If y'all had YouTube dreams, y'all got with the YouTuber that's going to take you there. this is a woman that for the rest of the time that you know her, she is going to make y'all's relationship content, and that's on period. You guys are content, and she's going to use you as content, and that's it. Because if this is season 1, what's season 3? She's just banking on the drama. Now, unless she gets some sort of legal injunction or some sort of legal maneuver certified with a court, I don't know that you can keep his future wife away from the baby, or when she becomes his wife. Girl, I don't know. But let's hear what else she has to say. We may not be able to watch this whole thing, guys, but let's just keep going for another little bit.
Part 1, part 2, and part 3. Some of y'all should have just waited until I was completely finished before you guys actually started turning on me, because there's so many things that I have to address, and once I get done, I'm gonna go back to my regular life. I'm going to pretend like certain people don't exist. I just ask that people stay out of my way before it gets really ugly, and I will not repeat myself again. Anybody that once reached out to me and stayed on the phone with me and prayed with me and sent me scriptures and stuff like that, and now they are just turning, and I also helped them, those same people, and now you're just like nasty for no reason, all because I decided to change my phone number because I could see things before.
Oops. Erica, low-key, you are threatening this woman. So she was talking about this reactor called Jay's Reaction, and Jay basically has been doing reaction videos on this topic. She was in close communication with Erica for a period of time and was one of Erica's confidants. And I think that Erica is very upset about some commentary that Jay did on Erica, and maybe was showing a little bit more favorable side to Rakan and Latoya versus her. So I think that's where maybe some of the rub is. I'm not really sure, but let's listen in.
I can see the direction. I can see the direction in which things were going. Like, people were getting mad because they didn't want me doing videos with Damien. People were getting mad because they just couldn't control me or whatever. Or I was showing other channels love. So when I changed my number, that signaled something in their small brains to attack. So if that's
Erica, you're not doing yourself any favors being so rude and low-key shady people.
But it also taught me like, well, listen, but I'm gonna get more into that in my other episodes. So I'm gonna stay on task. February 8th, I reached out to him because he was just making up these lies on his community posts and in his videos, making it seem like he has talked to me, and he hasn't. So I was very strategic. I seen where some of you guys were like, girl, you should have never even reached out to him. And I wish I wouldn't have. I literally should have paid him dust. Treated him like he didn't exist, because in my world, he really don't exist at all. You didn't want your child. Pretty much reached out to him, told him to call me. And when he called, I was downstairs, with Dion and stuff like that. So I ended up returning the call. And I remember letting you guys know that he said that he didn't want to. It was weird. And I have a recording of that I'm going to play for you guys. It was weird because it's almost like he was saying he don't want to get the DNA. And this is February 8th. He doesn't want to get the DNA test done because he don't know if the baby is his. And then he don't want to be in the delivery room either, because what did he say? I guess because the baby isn't his. It's just weird. And I'm like, it didn't make sense to me. Like, all of this could be avoided if you just get the DNA test done. Like, do you want to be?
Look, he was probably saying that because you told him that, or you in a video did those, you said certain things in videos. And maybe it was because you were mad. Maybe it was because you were salty. Maybe because it was you were being spiteful, that you were glad the baby wasn't going to be a mucker, and the baby could be potentially Damien's, and that there was overlapping timelines and all of these things. And so maybe you were playing around, but you should not play with a man and the paternity of his unborn child, because you can't be upset the fact that people are questioning the paternity of your child when you have said that the baby is not his for play, or maybe just pay. I mean, which one is it, Erica? You want to play around, but you want to be taken seriously. You want to play around, but you also want to make your coins. Which one is it? Like, you got to, at a certain point, understand that the game that you're playing for coin comes with a game that you're playing for reputation and credibility. And because you are putting your credibility at stake by creating storylines, and to some people, the storylines they feel are lies, it makes you look a certain type of way. So you might want to clue in the people that you're using for coin, because clearly Rakan and Latoya are not playing with you because they don't mind the shits also, clearly.
Views that bad on the internet, and it just kills me how you claim that you don't need YouTube. So then why are you here? Things didn't work out with us because maybe you wanted to humiliate me.
You're humiliating yourself. You have done 11 parts. You have done at least, you've done 10, at least 30-minute videos, which means that you have about 5 hours, and it's more than 5 hours at this point because some of the videos were 45 minutes, but you've got, like, let's say 6 hours of footage that I'm sure that these people have recorded every bit of to use against you when they finally take you to court. And you're going to do a finale and episode 11. So you still have 2 more episodes. And you said a 3-part reunion. Girl, what in the fugazi?
And I'm going to address those international snacks, you know, that we don't get paid for. I've been having a box for about 3 months that I'm going to show you guys in one of my episodes because I couldn't even promote it because, you know, I'm pregnant and stuff like that. Certain stuff give me heartburn. And also, he posted something on his community wall one day that YouTube partnership reached out to him and they're doing big things and stuff like that. And it's funny because all content creators get that same email. That's why it says apply, because I got it and I'm going to show it to you guys. And you can apply all day long. That doesn't mean you're going to get picked. So they came on here making it seem like they're really doing big things. And matter of fact, when he decided to come back, he did a community post saying something about, now that's karma. So I believe their job was to try to taunt me and Damien to make us feel like they're doing such great things on pretty much our platform and we missed out on something. I'm gonna show y'all the email of the international snacks, and one of the reasons why I didn't promote their snacks was because I was very, very sick at that time. But then also I felt like it wasn't even worth my time because they said that they didn't have enough money to pay me. And now that I know my worth, I'm not going to be up here promoting anything for free. So if you don't have a certain amount of money to give me, then I don't want your sponsorship. And with that being said, I'm going to show y'all after I finish up this season, because there will be a season 2. And it won't be drama filled, I promise. But I'm going to show y'all what real sponsorships look like. Real ones. And I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when big things are really happening. You know. So
see, this is really sad from a standpoint that Erica really feels like she has something to prove. Erica is someone who does have some things going for her, but she doesn't believe enough in herself, so she feels like she constantly has to prove. At the end of the day, hopefully, once you have this next baby, you will stop trying to prove. Just be a receipt. Don't have to show your receipts. At the end of the day, if you shouldn't have to, in 11 episodes, do like a PhD course on how to demonstrate receipts. Be a receipt, therefore people won't question you so hard. Because you are kind of loose with the goose, girl, you're having to present damn 11 hours of receipts. And the bottom line is still this: Rakan's not with you. He's with your arch enemy who used to date your other baby father. And at the end of the day, the bottom line is you looking silly.
So yeah, this is a really short video, guys, because for one, I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired and be honest with Damien. And so I kind of spent the day with Cam to get some one-on-one time and still like unboxing stuff, unpacking stuff, and all of that good stuff. But I do want you guys to hear the recording of me and him on February 8th so that you guys will see that I haven't lied about anything. And bringing up my past and adding twists, like people will mix the truth with a lie. And it's crazy because I pretty much just killed two birds with one stone. I've been the stone and they've been the birds. I didn't reach out to any T channels telling them to cover me. I didn't post any T channels on my community wall telling them to go join their live because they were bashing them. So lets me know I'm pretty powerful. That's what it lets me know. So I love you guys a lot, and like I said, I may drop episode 11 tomorrow, and then after that we're gonna get into episode 11 is gonna be the finale, which will be tomorrow by the grace of God, and then I'm gonna do the reunion, which is part 1, part 2, and part 3. Part 3 is going to be extra juicy. Part 2 is just part 1 or part 2 will probably be about like any loopholes and questions that you guys have. But I'm gonna close out season 1 with I promise it'll be worth it. I promise, guys. Okay. So I love you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and listen to this recording. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Hey, how are you? I'm good. Sorry about that. I was downstairs.
Guys, I've got the speed up.
Okay, so where do I start? I guess I'll start with well, one, I wanted to update you on like what's been going on with the baby and stuff, because I know I had sent you a text last month about the Makina shot that they put me on that's supposed to help with like the preterm labor because of my history. I don't know if you're familiar with it or not. Are you?
I remember you mentioning it before.
Oh. Okay, yeah. So they supposed to help with preterm labor, so you won't have like early contractions and stuff. But well, I'm not able to get them every week like I'm supposed to due to the long distance and the cost and stuff. But when I did go to the doctor last week, he told me that I may have to go on bed rest next month because I've been having early contractions already. And so my next appointment is on the 4th of March. March 4th. So I have some paperwork I got to fill out when I go, like who's going to be in the delivery room and stuff like that. And due to COVID, they only allow one person to be in the delivery room. So I'm trying to see if like that's something you'd be interested in.
Okay, first impression, number one, I've got this sped up to 1.25. Number two, that he's so eerily silent, okay, which maybe could be an indication he's recording. I don't know. Because obviously this couple records each other, right? This is just strange. This is a very strange relationship that these two people have. And I personally, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But look, if they like it, I love it. It makes for good drama YouTube. But at the end of the day, girl, Erica, what I'm gonna say is this, girl, you got to do better, because this is mess. This is mess. This is not good. This makes you look bad. You're worried about how other people are trying to make you look. You look awful with this. Okay, let's finish this up. He's not interested in being in the delivery room.
I mean, let me think about that. I mean, my mindset right now, my mental space right now, there's been a lot of stuff going on. I'm just trying to stay on the positive notes.
The eerie thing is the kids' music playing in the background.
About the baby. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Well, that's a very intimate moment, Erica, with your vaginal cavity wide open while you're shooting out a baby. I mean, he doesn't want to be with you like that.
I I mean, if you go into labor and all that stuff, let me know. And that, I mean, that spot can be for your mother, and I can still be there on the outside. You know, I don't have to have that particular slot.
Well, the thing is, too, with me staying in Houston, and she's 2.5 hours away, I would need somebody to drive me there.
Now you want him to take you to the hospital. He's got a new girlfriend. He has a new fiance. He doesn't want you, boo-boo.
I'll feel comfortable. But you know what?
Driving 2 hours or so.
Well, how about this? Because maybe I should have discussed that first before mentioning about the labor and stuff. So I'm not sure if you still have doubts about our baby, but I offered you last month, if you want to go get the DNA test done, we can. I'll go half on the price if you like, because I talked to a doctor and literally all they're gonna do is draw some blood from my arm and swab the inside of your mouth. That way you can be more comfortable throughout the process and stuff like that.
I understand that, and that's why I had that conversation with you. And you made it a big deal publicly, and I already understood that. So I tried to give you the education on it before you tried to drag me and make me look bad. So I'm the type of person that when you do stuff like that,
girl, messy.
Keep that same energy, because I'm like, you made this situation. This could have been done 2 months ago or whatever. You know, like, I don't know. At this point, I'm just trying to keep the peace, and I really did that deal. But you know, once you did move how you was moving, like I still have doubts. You know, and ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, if it's mine, it's cool. But I would still prefer to wait for the baby to be born and do DNA test that way. That's the way I gotta treat it in order to have my mental peace. Because trying to, you know, go through my mind is a mind. I can't play that game for myself. You know, we all got stuff to do.
I understand. Well, I just wanted to put the offer back up there. So, and so, no to the DNA test. I guess there was a no for being in the delivery room.
Well, I said I can. Well, I mean, again, you go into labor. I don't know where I'm gonna be at, you know, and I can wherever I'm at that point, you know what's going on. I can drive out that way, but I don't want to be in a situation where.
He's saying, okay, I can drive out that way. If you need me, call me and I'll come out that way. But don't rely on me to be your birthing room partner. Don't rely on me to take you to the hospital when the baby comes. Like, Erica, this should be obvious to you. Like, how much more confirmation do you want that this man does not care about you? He may not hate you, but he does not care about you. He has moved on. He has another fiance. And I'm not saying this on some, I don't like LuvdByErica. I'm saying this on some common sense, okay? At the end of the day, he's not interested in what you got going on, boo-boo. He's just not.
Because again, it's not a specific date whenever that time happens. So that's kind of, it's almost the same scenario. I don't know if at the time, I tried to get the DNA test for now. You're okay with doing it now, you know?
Well, I was uneducated about it before, and what I was told was, because back in the day they stuck a long needle in the sack and stuff. That's the reason why I was saying that. Now that I'm educated, have done my own research, and has talked to a doctor, I'm like, oh, well, that's easy. Draw some blood on my hip, blood.
Well, but Erica, at the end of the day, you are recording this conversation, and maybe he is too. But you're full of game.
Okay, I'm saying I'm not trying to prevent, but do you think that was unfair for you to do that to me? Publicly, instead of doing your education, just like you saying that you did it make more sense for you to do your education before you brought it to a public platform and act as if I'm trying to do something about potential harm our potential baby? Like, I don't understand.
Well, I don't know how to solve the solution if you still don't want to get it done.
Well, an apology would have been cool for starters. You know, that's what in a situation like that, if all things were reversed, I would have started off with an apology as an adult. You know what I mean? Because I guess you don't get it. You know, you.
All right. Well, I didn't call you to upset you. I called you to just discuss our baby. So,
right, well,
girl, you can tell you're upsetting him.
That's still my answer. I mean, until I know that the baby is actually mine, I don't want to get mentally involved in that way just to find out something different, you know. And again, if you go into labor, whatever means of transportation you get in there, I'll be in a separate vehicle and I can meet you there, but I don't want to be the sole person when I don't know if the baby is mine. I'm not 100%, you know, especially how everything been.
He's not trying to bond with your baby, Erica,
recently,
until
so,
he
you know,
figures
so
out
it
what's
is what
going
it is.
on. I mean, basically,
Okay.
Erica, girl, you
Alrighty.
fired,
Well,
okay?
thank you for returning my call.
Okay, guys, 1 second here. Erica, I mean, I hate it for you, honey, but this should be an awareness for some of you out here who want to play games with men and their children and paternity and all of those things. At the end of the day, you cannot expect to play a bunch of games with men and expect them to come running just because you snap your fingers and say, okay, let's come on now. Y'all come on up in here. You can't expect that. If you are going to play games, trust and believe those games can be played right back with you. And I think this is what's going on. This is what's happening. This is Erica's day of reckoning. She's getting ready to have this baby. And honey, baby, it sounds like you getting ready to have this baby by yourself. It's unfortunate, okay? But it's the sad reality of what happens having babies and unprotected sex with men who are not even 6 months, a year, your boyfriend. And you were involved with this guy for a very short period of time, and you have very long range problems at this point. Okay, guys, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, and I will see you next time with another video. Welcome back to Love, Lies, and Lacefronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Guys, are you subscribed to this channel? If you're not, you need to be. Hit your notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a video, when I go live, and drop another video for you. Also, follow me on Instagram. That way you can keep up with what I'm doing, okay? If you enjoy channels like this and commentary, consider becoming a member. Otherwise, guys, BougieGang, it's an open thing. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so you can participate in the chats. And I will see you next time I hit that live button. Okay, take care. Bye. Hey guys, how are you?
You could be doing opposed to being on my page, bitch, cause I ain't got nothing for you nothing ass bitches.
There's something in the air.